Imagine this, a seed buried deep in the dark soil, hidden from light, surrounded by cold earth pressing in on every side. To the seed, it must feel like the end, but actually, it's only the beginning. It's in that darkness, in that pressure, that the seed finds its strength, breaks open, and grows roots that go deep. Soon, it will push through the soil and reach the light. Maybe you're feeling buried right now, pressed down by struggles, surrounded by doubt and difficulties. But let me remind you of this truth: God has a purpose in your pain and a plan beyond what you can see. Today, hold on, because you are not buried, you are planted. You are in the place where growth begins. We've all had moments in life where the weight of our trials feels like it's too much to bear. Perhaps you feel like you're at the edge of your endurance, like every effort to stand firm is met with another challenge. Yet, the Word of God tells us to keep pressing on, even when the journey feels impossible. In Galatians 6 verse 9, we are reminded, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." This verse assures us that a harvest is waiting, that God has a reward for our endurance. But it comes if we do not give up. God is telling us not to lose heart because the season of blessing is often closest when the struggle is the hardest. Think about Job. Job lost everything he held dear: his wealth, his health, his family. He was left with nothing, suffering from physical pain and heartache. Friends told him to curse God and give up, but Job refused. In the midst of his suffering, he clung to God with a faith that didn't waver. And in the end, God restored Job's life abundantly, giving him double of what he had before. Job 42 verse 10. This story shows us that even in our darkest hours, God has not abandoned us. Sometimes, when we feel that life is tearing us apart, it's actually God refining us. Like gold in the fire, we're being purified, and what we're going through now is only preparing us for something far greater. The Bible reminds us of this strength again in Isaiah 40 verse 31, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles, they will run and not grow weary, they will walk and not be faint." This is the promise we hold on to. The God who created us, who knows every hair on our head, is ready to renew our strength. He's ready to help us rise, even when it feels impossible. God never intended for us to carry the weight alone. Jesus said in Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." When you feel that you can't take another step, go to Him. Lay down your burdens, and trust that He will give you the rest and peace you need to keep going. No matter how tough life gets, don't give up. You are a child of God, created for a purpose that is bigger than any obstacle before you. Remember, the challenges you face are not there to defeat you, they are there to build you. Like that seed pushing through the soil, your perseverance will lead you to heights you never imagined. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every time you stumble, you are actually moving closer to the breakthrough that God has promised you.